Hey y'all, I'm just here to respond to a video that my husband just recently put out. The video title is How I Almost Ruined My Marriage. Now, like when you listen or think about that title, you feel like he is going to come out and say his part in what he did, right? I appreciate my husband for being open and honest and being vulnerable and coming out and really encouraging people to fight for their marriages and his perspective on what was going on at that time. Now, of course, I can't go into full detail of everything that happened over those 6 or so months. I don't even know how long it was, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give my perspective and let him know. Nutty, you looking at this? You watching this, okay? I love you, but we need to tell these people what happened because this is a space where we want to be transparent, open and honest about our relationship. If we want to come out here and give advice or speak about blended families or speak about marriages, but hide everything that we've gone through, how is that helping anyone? We'll just be like everybody else that seem as though and appear like they doing good, but next thing you know, 2 to 5 years down the line, they getting a divorce. No, we don't have no secrets here. We not in no darkness. We right here in the light. So with that being said, let's get into it. Hey y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love you. But don't forget
to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos.
Y'all want to get like us. We complete each other's sentences.
All day, every day.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
we love y'all.
And we out. Peace. Little mini way.
Okay, so I will never be a victim in a situation. Me and my husband, we have disagreements, but we never get to the point where we're calling each other out of our names, cussing each other out, putting hands on one another at all. It was a lot of outside sources that was causing issues within our marriage. And like he said, I was kind of coming second to everybody. And, for what? Like, I'm wifey. I'm supposed to come first. I was putting him first. I felt like, shoot, I deserved the same kind of treatment. But in people's defense, if this is a learning process, I don't think any of us should be hard on our spouse. Like, you should just, at the time, it feel like they should just know this is just common sense. If I'm treating you like this, you should be that's easy for us to say, but everyone is not like that. It's a process. We supposed to have love and grace for one another. And that was my wrongdoing. I just feel like I need you to see this. I need you. This is like, I was trying to drill him on it without him actually seeing it for himself. I was bringing up probably a lot of issues and problems that I seen that was issue for me, that was maybe not an issue for him. And I wanted him to address it all and do it all right then and there. You need to take care of that. And again, I don't know what type of pressure that is on somebody to have to address their family members, address their friends or whoever it is, whatever is the issue. Especially coming from a passive character, like just more relaxed and calm and not really wanting to have any type of confrontation. That's cool. Like, that's his personality. But I'm the opposite. I'm more like a assertive, aggressive type of person. Like, I want to speak my mind. I want to, we need to have this conversation. But everyone is not like that. So you have to have peace and patience with people. And so that's my issue and my fault because, just trying to force somebody to see it your way or make it seem like they're less than because they're not who you are is just totally unacceptable. So that's a piece of the pie of my issues that I have. With that being said, y'all, it's we always have these conversations about what went wrong. But reality is, if there is an ex involved, okay? Because that's what it was. That was the most hurtful thing that I could imagine, because never in 1,000 years, million years, could somebody ever tell me that my husband would do something behind my back. I mean, he didn't cheat on me in a sexual way, but I still considered it cheating, y'all. I don't know who else out there with me, but if you lying and deceiving me in any kind of way, that's cheating. I don't know who else with me, but in my mind and soul, that's cheating, okay? So I felt like he cheated on me. He did not go out and sleep with anybody. He wasn't talking to somebody on the low with dirty thoughts or anything like that. So y'all could just wipe that out of your mind. He didn't do that. But this is why it's so important to communicate with one another and not allow financial troubles to be a dividing factor in a relationship. So apparently, for some reason, I don't know why, okay, why my husband thought it was a good idea to accept some money from his ex-wife behind my back, involved his sister. It was just pretty hurtful, okay, because everybody in the family knew except me. All his family members knew, and I'm looking stupid out here in these streets, okay? I was looking stupid. And at that time, it was very hurtful. At that time, I don't know. I just was pretty mad and upset. Like, don't nobody love me. I was feeling like I didn't want his last name because, like, who is these people? Why am I connected to them by the last name? Like, it was really that deep. I didn't want to be associated with them in any kind of way. But on my journey, I found that you don't do anything but hurt yourself, because at the end of the day, they still living their lives. They still doing whatever. They're not thinking about you and how you feel. So with you having bitterness, unforgiveness and all of that, you're just damaging yourself. Okay. You're allowing the enemy a space in your life, because this was definitely an attack on the marriage. So he accepted the money from his ex-wife. Okay. Which then got transferred to his sister, and then his sister transferred it to him. So when you involve your family members, when you involve other people and think that now your spouse wants to be bothered with them, I think that in certain circumstances, the relationship is basically over, because how do you trust that person again, So please take our situation, our testimony, and just make a better decision, because we all think that these things is common sense, but until you're put in a financial situation where maybe you don't have any money at that time, or maybe you already thinking like the marriage is already over. So, or you're just selfish in that moment, or whatever the situation is, just make sure that you're keeping your spouse at the forefront of your mind. And my husband always would say, like, focus on your focus. You are my focus. So I just went with that. Like, that made sense to me. Like, okay, I'm his focus and stuff. He focusing on me. But you could tell, like he said, he had begun to take his focus off of me due to all of the different problems we were having. And honestly, our problems wasn't even with one another. Okay. It wasn't, we didn't have a whole bunch of issues with us. It was outside things that was happening. It was influences from outside of this household that we allowed to penetrate in our mind. People saying negative things, sending spiritual attacks our way through just negativity, and division within the family. So, I would just encourage you to continue to focus on your focus. Like my husband said, we are definitely in a better place. I have definitely had forgiveness in my heart for everybody. Like, I don't want any hurt or harm to come to anyone involved in that situation. You could definitely love from a distance, because again, sometimes just because you and your spouse are compatible doesn't mean that you and their whole entire family and all of their friends will be compatible. So I just want people to understand that. I appreciate my husband, again, coming out, telling y'all to fight for your marriage, because that is the right thing to do in certain circumstances. But I'm a little bit different, because it just depends on your situation. I'm hoping that you use some discernment, because every relationship or every marriage you get in is not called by God. So I need you to understand that. Sometimes we make a mistake and marry the wrong person. I did. And so did my husband. We married the wrong person. It's nothing against them. I'm just saying that we did not make good decisions. We were not aligned with God's will for our lives at that time. This is nothing against them as people. So that's why it's important to really follow the leading of the Holy Spirit. Not be quick to, I'm in love, or, I'm about to have a baby, so I might as well just get married to this person. Like, that That's not the reason why God created marriage. Because first of all, you're supposed to be having a baby after you're married. So look, I'm not trying to get into all of that. I just want y'all to know I love y'all. I appreciate my husband for everything that he come and being open and honest, and he coming out of his comfort zone and he letting y'all know what it is. Okay. But I'm also a very expressive person. I'll come and say, you left out some stuff that I feel like need to be spoken. And it's not to try to bash him, or it's just about being open and honest with our community, with our family, because you all are family to us. And we want y'all to know that we are an open book. We want y'all to know the truth of what we experience in our marriage and in our relationship, that there's no secrets. We're not holding back, oh, let's only tell this, but don't tell that when it comes to our marriage. It will be some things that we won't say if it's pertaining to other people, because we don't want to damage someone else's character. But when it comes to him and I, okay, we all right here with it. We can let y'all know what's going on. So I love y'all. I appreciate my husband, and I want y'all to know that when we go through something, y'all gonna know, okay? Because we need y'all to lift us up in prayer, just as we gonna be lifting y'all up in prayer. Let me know in the comments if you have had a hurtful situation in your marriage. What happened to the confessing to one another? Okay, we're supposed to be confessing these things that we're going through, not hiding it, not holding it in, not saying, ooh, we can't say this and everything is sacred and the secret. No, we're the body of Christ, fighting and warring for one another. Okay, but until the next time, we love y'all. Peace.